It's 9:15. Good to have you with us here on eNCA. I'm Gareth Edwards. It's going to be a very busy week politically. But before we get to the politics of it all, we also have to talk about the legal battles as well. That battle between the current president and his predecessors back in court for judgment today. My team showed you the courtroom a moment ago. They may bring it up in a moment. You'll see where the battleground will be set. It'll be Cyril Ramaphosa going to find out if Jacob Zuma's private prosecution is going to go ahead this month. Ramaphosa wants the court to block Zuma's bid to prosecute him privately. And then also, the president has cancelled his trip to the World Economic Forum in Davos to deal with the Eskom power crisis here at home. It's stage 6, and for now, it looks like the lights are on in the courtroom. eNCA reporter Maloko Maloto is there for us, so hopefully the lights stay on this time round, but there's a lot to get through. Let's see if we can make sense of it all. Lukhanyo Vangqo, political analyst, kindly joining us this morning. Lukhanyo, hello to you. And yes, we're talking about this court case coming up, at 9:30 this morning, but then I also understand the ANC could have its first ordinary sitting. So do you think the NEC of the ANC could talk about Cyril Ramaphosa and Jay-Z?
Morning, Gareth. It's one of the issues that I've lamented, the fact that the ANC has not stepped up to rein its members in, because it's a battle of the presidents. And here you talk about people who have the ability and capacity to be able to mobilize society. So when they clash with each other, you have a situation wherein their members, even extreme elements of their supporters, could then mobilize around this point, and it becomes a fissure point in society. And you have something similar to what happened with the July riots in 2021. And you have something similar to what happened when people were attacked outside of Luthuli House when President Zuma was being supported or defended from a potential recall at that point in 2018, if you recall that. So you don't want, as a leader of society or as any political party, to have your members at each other's throats at this level, because it is a source of instability for the country. And hopefully the ANC would be able to stamp its authority on both of these members to say, use internal party dispute resolution mechanisms. And if you don't respect and adhere to those, then I think they should take action against their members, because I think this is the height of ill discipline and it's putting the country at risk.
So do you get the sense that this is more about political infighting and political fighting more than it is actually a legal case? Because remember as well, you've got to have the context here, don't you, Lukhanyo, where if, as we've been hearing from the current president, if he does face these criminal charges, the very same step-aside policy that he's been touting is going to be political to him. You have to wonder about that timing back in December, and you have to wonder about the implications for the current president. So to your mind, is this really legal or is this more political?
I think these are political animals that are involved here, Gareth. So obviously this has very serious political undercurrents behind it. It's not just a matter of legalese. And you know that the two men have genuine bad blood between themselves, and it's been like that for a while. I don't think as well that Cyril Ramaphosa, this is the route that he should have, preferred. Because even if he gets charged here, I don't think the ANC is going to ask him to step aside, because they could argue this is a different kettle of fish altogether to what they had envisioned in their step-aside resolution. And possibly they were not referring to private prosecutions. And you know he's got the numbers within the NEC to be able to move the NEC in the direction that supports him. He did the same thing in November when that finding came from the expert panel in Parliament. So I don't know whether it was the best advice or, the best solution for him to have gone to court to try and stop this. He could have just appeared on Thursday and nothing would have happened. He would have been there for 30 minutes, like Dalimpofu said, and he would have gone about his life and didn't have to cause all of this consternation that we find ourselves. But still, Gareth, the important thing here is the fact that the ANC has left this to run out in the streets, and I don't know when they're going to act on these members. Is it only when their members start to attack each other outside of the courthouse on today or on Thursday or at any point? I think the ANC really needs to take the situation seriously and put it on the agenda of their first meeting when they meet as the NEC.